A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab, Drew Anderson. What's the word on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
About to get started here, Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wastes no time there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
First offering way inside, almost got him.
Ball 2.
Just underway here in Detroit. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
3-1 now. Swing and a miss at a slider. And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Bellinger up to hit. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That clips the corner.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone. They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that is a big first out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boo. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
At the ball.
The 1-2. Line drive, that's a base hit. Rice rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
That's the ball.
Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Kiter Montero, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Dominguez at second. Chisholm at first. 2 out of the inning. And that's downstairs and outside. Ryan McMahon waiting to hit for the Yankees. Laser base hit coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Line drive, base hit. Jazz on his horse, coming around third. 1 run across, headed for the plate. Relay throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Yankees 3, the Tigers coming to bat. Back at Comerica Park. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Elmer Rodriguez. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers.
Kevin McGonigal.
In the air, left field. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Ball.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. McMahon takes it in for the out. 2 down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Carpenter in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
And now 2-2. That one missed. On the ground. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Kiter Montero.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Sliced hard, but foul. He swings and fouls one off.
Ball.
The 1-2.
That's the ball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one outside. Ball 3. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
That one fouled off. And it's fouled away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Did he go?
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
First baseman Ben Rice.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Ben Rice. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. Ground ball, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Detroit, now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game. He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Here's a 1-1. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one outside, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Batting 6th, third baseman Cole E.
Forced to cover a lot of ground to make the play over there, Chris. StatCast shows us what a challenge it was just to get to that ball.
Yeah, he covered more than 110 feet before hauling that thing in on the run, and just showing good instincts off the bat, man. And he took a great route to get there in time. That's pretty special.
One out man at first. Colt Heath will hit next.
Strike one.
Now the 0-1.
Ball one.
Man at first, one away. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Fought off foul. And ball one. That one finds the zone. That's strike two. On the ground right side. And that one handled. The throw to second is offline.
Batting eighth,
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
First and second, 2 outs. Trey Cruz up now for the Tigers. Ball one there.
That's a ball.
First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Ball inside.
The next offering misses. Ball 3. Zach McKinstry waiting to hit for Detroit. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. In there, sets him down on strikes. So they strand a pair. We head on down to the top of the third. Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. That one ripped right center field, carrying well. And it is gone. He muscles that one out of here. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is off the wall. That gets by him. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Up next.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now it's going to be Spencer Jones. Struck out swinging his first time.
Oh.
Runner at third, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Keith. One down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Chisholm Jr.
Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Bellinger is in to score.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Jose Caballero.
No, that's a ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely. In the air to left center. And he makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
First offering, runner goes, pitching for a strike, and that's a stolen base, not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Comes up empty. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On a line out towards center. Outman under it, and that'll do it. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 5 and the Tigers nothing. Back at Comerica Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Volpe throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Tigers. Shortstop Kevin McGonigal.
Ball. High.
The 1-0. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Tigers.
And up next for Detroit, Dylan Dingler. First time up was a pop out.
Ball one.
And the 1-0.
Huh.
That's a
Nope,
little
low.
bit low. McGonigal stands at first with 1 out. That one ripped, but foul. That one is absolutely belted. Caballero. Long run into the gap. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 5-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Check swing called strike. Strike one. Man at second. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. To first, 2 gone.
Up next for the Tigers, designated hitter, Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Huh.
The 0-1. And a strike to the outside corner at 95. Green wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-1.
That's the ball.
On the ground at
Bravo!
first, but that rolls foul. Hard hit to right center. Should be extra bases. Dingler
Over the
in to
wall. Two
score.
bases.
High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. That is the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Yankees 5, Tigers 2. Back here in Detroit, here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Swing and a ball popped up. Montero. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Yankees up by 3. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Rice lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. And another ball. Two down, nobody on. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Foul ball there. In the air, right field. Carpenter in position, and that is that. The Yanks lead 1. They're still out in front 5-2. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Colt Heath.
Third baseman, Colt Heath.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
Up next for the Tigers, center fielder James Outman.
Deal one.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
That's a ball.
The 2-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Keith on at first. Nobody out. And it remains 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Caballero settles under it, and there's one down.
Up next for
And
the
here's a look at
Tigers,
how he's using his
left
pitches in this
fielder,
one.
Trey Cruz.
Trey Cruz getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there, and that's strike 1.
No.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Volpe at second for
They're
1.
out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Yankees 5, Tigers 2. Back at Comerica Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished. It's a hit, and the ball hitting the bag definitely played a factor. Those moments can go either way, and it seemed to work out for the offense in that spot.
Popped up. Dunks one into left. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Ball to strike.
Whoa.
Right through there for a strike. That one way inside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And there's a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a foul straight back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
And that's in for a strike. In the air to left center. Cruz should have this one. Brings it in. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5, Tigers 2. Back here in Detroit, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Well, these Tigers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
That's
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot. He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's a 3-0. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Man at second. And that's a little bit high. And it's a ball to strike. On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Dingler in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Aimed to score from third. And they cut the lead to 2.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Elmer Rodriguez gives way, and he had to battle. Nothing came easy in this start, but he leaves with the lead. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for the
So they
Yankees,
turn to the lefty in this
33,
spot, Ryan Yarbrough.
Yarbrough.
This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Strike one.
Here comes the 0-1. Out towards left center. Bellinger makes the grab.
Up next for the Tigers, designated hitter, Riley Green.
There's a strike. And now the 0-1.
Oh.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Green thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. And that misses. And now 3-1. Spencer Torkelson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. And that is out of play.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball
That's 4. Take
to
your base.
aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
2 on, 2 outs.
Oh.
And he hits a ground
Nope, that's
ball
foul.
right side, and that's just foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the K. Good job at damage control right there. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Now pitching.
So a
for the
lefty out of the
Tigers,
pen, number 51.
number 51.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So up next for New York, Anthony Volpe, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Runner takes off. That one to first. The turn by McGonigal at second. And 2. What a play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Hey!
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throw on to Torkelson. That's the third out. Inning over. Yanks held in check, and it remains 5-3. Well, we go bottom 6. Leading off, Colt Heath.
Third baseman, Colt Heath.
And a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That clips a corner. Yarborough, a 6'5" lefty, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. The 0-2. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers, center fielder, James Outman.
And that one fouled off. Comes up empty.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Next pitch is downstairs. The Yankees up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Got him swinging. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile.
Up next for the Tigers.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Yarbrough done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Out of the
Yankees,
bullpen for the Yankees, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And next to hit for Detroit, Trey Cruz.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Tigers are shut down there. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
No, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground to the right side. Torkelson steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Jones. 1 for 3.
Huh.
Oh, 1 now.
Nope,
And it
that's
goes
foul.
just foul. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 51 won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Kyle Finnegan.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Quick move to first. Bellinger dives back.
Runner.
Bellinger goes. Ball
That's a ball.
misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's the 3rd out. Nicely done from the Tigers bullpen there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 5 and the Tigers 3. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 7th. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Strike. Woo.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. That one missed. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now a quick throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run scores. It's a 2-run game.
That's a bittersweet moment right there. This game could easily be tied up right now, but they'll need to stay focused on the positives. And they have 2 runners in scoring position with a chance to take the lead late in this game. And that's good news for this offense. But, yeah, the defense feels like they caught a break, no doubt.
That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Here's your 1. Just missed. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max out.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Right through there for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That one off the mark. Ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour. The Yanks trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Dives, but it's off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And on the out, a run scores. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Camilo Doval won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees,
pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman, Cole Keith.
Right side. Rice takes it himself, and the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. But they score twice and even it up late. Eighth inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. We're at the top of the eighth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Kenley Jansen, the closer, is getting loose. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top of the eighth. Tap foul at the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
So digging in, Austin Wells. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. One now. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's down and in.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And a payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. High fly ball, right field. Carpenter on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. This ball game still tied 5-all. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Matt Vierling. He represents the go-ahead run. Fouled off. He was late. And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Fernando Cruz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. The 0-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man, that got him square in the mask. One and two here. Got him swinging.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Here's the second baseman, Zach McKinstry. chopper right side. Jazz tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Yankees 5 and the Tigers 5. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kenley Jansen.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Outside, ball one.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Ben Rice would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. There's a strike, 3-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
All tied up here at the top of the ninth.
Oh.
2-0 the count. Here it comes.
No.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Ball
take your bait.
And a go-ahead run is on base. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Jason Dominguez now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
This is again 5 in a row. Six straight outside the strike zone. Good hitters count the 2-0. And another ball. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Yankees. That just
high.
missed. He
Ball
walked
forward.
him
Take it
on
back.
4 pitches. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Breaking ball inside. 2 balls, no strikes. High fly ball down the left field line. On a dead sprint, racing back. Brings it in. Runner tagging from first.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Spencer
Go ahead
Jones.
run on base. Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Now a pop-up on the infield. McGonigal. And that's the 3rd out. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees,
now as they hand the
number
ball to a
47,
fresh arm to start the bottom of the
Hedrick.
9th. Brent Hedrick.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. David Bednar, the closer of the staff, is throwing.
That's a ball.
Next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Dylan Dingler up next for the Tigers. And there's the automatic. Way out front for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
The 0-1.
Ball.
And that's a little
No,
high.
that's a ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And there's a ball. Kerry Carpenter would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one is lifted in the air. Caballero on his way over, and the inning is over. Tigers fail to make any noise. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Back here in Detroit, on to extra innings. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One up, one down.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Jose Caballero.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Swing and he popped it up. McGonigal under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Kenley Jansen departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher in the game, Jacob Wagaspat. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Vierland gives chase, long run, stretches out and hauls it in. On to the bottom of inning number 10. We're all tied up 5-5. On to the bottom of the 10th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him swinging for the K.
Up next for the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
That one found hard the other way. The winning run on second base.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
The 0-2. That one missed.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Breaking ball,
And
and
hit
that
him.
got him.
Take your bait.
Up next for the Tigers.
First and second, one out. Colt Heat up now for the Tigers. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly, and the winning run at third now with only 1 gone. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
A little bit
No,
high.
that's a
Ball
ball.
1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
So now 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Called out on strikes.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
And the batter now, Trey Cruz.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Just
Oh,
off
oh,
the inside edge. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Out front, rip foul. The Tigers with the go-ahead run at third, and here in extra innings. Stays alive. Fights it off. You'll see another. One, two now. And that's a strikeout looking. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. So the Tigers leave him loaded. And this remains a 5-5 ball game. Now we go to the 11th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Making a move at second base, and here's the Yankees pinch runner, Ahmed Rosario. In there for strike 1.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second here in extra innings. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up if they can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two on, 2 outs. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 8-5.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That not only changes the scoreboard, but potentially the trajectory of the entire game. Always possible to impact the outcome with just a few swings, and that's what he's doing.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Jacob Wagaspat will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Now on the bump, Tyler Holton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that one ripped to left. It drops in, gets away a little bit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
And next is the designated hitter, Spencer Jones.
Strike! Woo!
Step off throw to first. Bellinger dives back. The 0-1.
Ball, slow.
Bellinger goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Man on second, 2 down. That misses. 3 and 2 down. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. That was foul, and he'll see another. Runner at second, 2 down. We are in the 11th. Got him looking for the strikeout. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. It's the Yankees 8 and the Tigers 5.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees,
back, and here comes the closer, David Bednar.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Swinging a foul out of play. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a 1-2.
Ball 2.
Now
That's
one
the ball.
miss. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Fouls away the first offering. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Glove flip to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Dingler at the plate now, and that's strike one. Two down, nobody on.
No, that's a ball.
Here's a 1-1. And that one is inside. Back to the mound. He's got it. On to first. Ball game.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.